Collab channels seem to be a common theme on this channel at the moment. In the comments of my Digital Escape video, someone left a comment about a collab channel, one I'd never heard of, called HeartsHeld. In hindsight, HeartsHeld should have been the next big thing, but it faded into obscurity and has largely been forgotten. This is the story of HeartsHeld, YouTube's forgotten collab channel. Before we get into the video, I want to let you know the information regarding this channel is very scarce. The channel at one stage, as shown in screenshots, held the Instagram @ for HeartsHeld, which is now a private account with no posts. Although the Twitter does offer some information, with the about saying HeartsHeld has ended and is now very rad, with the banner showing 2014 to 2016, which is strange considering everything I've seen implies it started in 2015, not 2014, but regardless, let's start by talking about who was a part of the channel. HeartsHeld originally consisted of 7 members. Eugenia Cooney, who is very much still around and still making content and currently has over 2 million subscribers. CrankThatFrank, who I covered in the first video in this series. Brad deleted his channel in 2022 but was still going strong up until then. The link to the video about him will be in the description if I remember, so you can check that out if you want more information about Frank and what happened. At the time he deleted everything, he had around 700,000 subscribers. RobbyEpicSauce, who is still around and is reasonably big in the craft scene these days, he was briefly mentioned in my video about Sebastian Meeps and has made cameos on both personal and collab channels that I've covered in the past in this series, and he currently sits at 3 million subscribers. Stephen Parker/Steveop. He's been semi-active since the channel ended, with his most recent video as of writing being about a really sad experience he went through 5 years ago. He hasn't uploaded in a year, that was released in February 2023. But what he does now, if you check his Twitter, is OnlyFans. He sits at 130,000 subscribers. Danielle uploaded recently, but before that it was at least 3 years between uploads. Oddly enough, she went on Love Island USA for a few days back in 2020, and she currently sits around 35,000 subscribers. WadeThePanda has wiped his channel and changed the name to Cade. It currently sits at nearly 25,000 subscribers and seems to have been making videos about disc golf more recently on another channel. He's still playing disc golf from what I can tell, his Instagram is private and he just does his own thing now. Chris Ryan, as far as I know, ran the channel, and I say that because if you put in the URL for HeartsHeld, it isn't a dead link. It links you to Chris and Teddy, a channel Chris made with his partner. Chris is still active online, with his most recent video being on his second channel, Chris Be Rad, called Goss Go to the Beach from 3 months ago. He has around 30,000 subscribers. Now I've spoken about the original members, let's talk about what happened. When you Google HeartsHeld, one of the first things that pops up is a fan page, and this fan page, despite having 2 likes and very few posts, holds almost all the keys needed to form at least a partial timeline for HeartsHeld. Going to a fan account, by June 2015, which was around 4 months into the channel, Wade and Frank had already left, but they were replaced by 2 new members, those being Kyle Styles and Tom Laywood. Kyle has around 20,000 subscribers, but has since privated every video on his channel. Tom Laywood, let's just say, the less said about him the better. One could assume Tom was the reason the channel even ended, as the month after it ended in May of 2016 by the way, so in June of 2016, he was slapped with a 12-year community order for, let's just say, illegal things. And like Austin Jones, his channel was shut down. In saying this, I am unsure as to when Tom stopped being a member. Alexis C was also a member at one stage, although it's unknown when she joined. Her video Playing With My Snails is the only current re-upload of a HeartsHeld video as of writing. I've found some HeartsHeld videos and will be re-uploading them. In fact, there was a small amount of time between the writing and recording of this. Okay, if we're being honest, there was actually quite a bit of time. I started writing this video a while ago. And in that time, I've uploaded some HeartsHeld videos to my archive channel. I asked Ellie about this and she responded on Instagram saying the following. I said, "I'm making a video about HeartsHeld. I messaged you, it's okay if you don't want to talk about it." To which she said, "Despite being in it, I know very little, lol. One day our videos were just removed and it was being turned into something else if I remember correctly. It was ages ago though, legit 2016 time, so I don't remember a great deal, but I know I had no idea that any changes were going to be made or why videos weren't being posted anymore. It just sort of happened. It's all good though." Other members also included McKay Michaela, Jay the Great, and Tabs24x7. Although their start and end dates are unconfirmed, I found evidence of them uploading videos to the HeartsHeld channel. Tabs is still around and creating content, although she hasn't posted to YouTube in 2 years at this point. She still has over 400,000 subscribers. Michaela Mermaid hasn't posted on YouTube in 7 years, but still posts live updates on Instagram. She's currently sitting at just under 1.7k subs. I reached out to Michaela and she responded to my first message when I was inquiring about the channel, but I think my response was a bit too overwhelming and I was asking too many questions, so I understand why I didn't get a second response. As for Jay the Great, he has deleted his online presence since basically. His channel is a 404 and his Twitter hasn't been active since 2019. April 2016 saw the arrival of Sarah Christine Fowler, who I made a video about previously in this series. April also saw the arrival of Kyle Styles' at the time girlfriend. From what I can tell, it was some sort of a soft relaunch, although the tweets with announcements are long gone. A 2017 Save on the Way Back machine shows the exact start and end date of HeartsHeld and something called Wanderlust Kids, which I can't find anything about. I will say that HeartsHeld history is very complicated. Unfortunately, the goodbye video has not been archived, but in a bit of good news, the videos have not been deleted. Every single one of them I found has simply been made private. I've attempted to contact multiple members about the channel, including Chris Ryan, with no response. Outside of the ones I shared, of course. I was in contact with someone who had a connection to Chris, but despite being in contact with them on a few occasions since, I have not received any additional information. For that reason, this video, although as complete as it can be, is unfortunately incomplete. There's no closure as to why things happened and why it just shut down. But I could speculate that it was about Tom Laywood, and I'd have no idea if that was correct or not. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. On the end screen there will be the emo series playlist if you want to watch more videos that are kind of like this about people that you may have forgotten about, or you may wonder what happened to them. If there's someone that isn't on the list, just let me know in the comment section below, and I just might make a video about them.